Hello.
Hope you're all okay. Welcome back to our YouTube channel and our New Zealand series. For this episode, we are going to be bringing you the best lookout points and views in Auckland. There's a few that we want to try. We're going to show you what it looks like, what the viewpoint is, if there's a bit of a walk. Some of them are kind of mini mountains. We're going to show you all the best ones in Auckland. First up is Kennedy Park. Kennedy Park is based on Auckland's North Shore. It sits on the east coast with stunning views out to the South Pacific Ocean and Rangitoto Island. It's a large local reserve named after former US President John F. Kennedy. Its gates open daily at 6 a.m, closing at 8:30 p.m. in the summer and 6:30 p.m. in the winter. There is parking, toilets and a playground here, as well as the World War II buildings and tunnels. This is the Kennedy Park World War II Installations Preservation Trust. The gun emplacements and tunnels are the remnants of a 6-inch gun battery constructed during 1941 and 1942 as part of Auckland's World War II defences. They were delivered on site on the 5th of April 1941 and test fired in July 1941. The tunnels were constructed afterwards from November 1941 to May 1942. Castor Bay was one of 3 gun batteries whose purpose was to defend the northern approaches to the Rangitoto Channel. The small viewpoint at Kennedy Park is beautiful in itself. This is the point that you can find the famous Kennedy Park stairs down to the beach. Unfortunately for us, they were closed during our visit, but we can see why they're so well known. The views of the ocean, islands and beach from this point are incredible on a clear day, so much so that I actually thought that this was the viewpoint, but George very quickly showed me that I was wrong. The Rahaparapa lookout is just short of a mile from the Kennedy Park car park. It takes roughly 20 minutes to complete, walking along the trail, through the trees and out to the viewpoint and the end of the walkway. The views are just as beautiful here, and you even get a small glimmer of the city if you're tall enough to see it through the tree line. This is a nice and easy little walk if you don't want anything too strenuous but enjoy a coastal walk.
Door locked. Your maximum use time is 10 minutes. Press button to unlock door.
Second on the list is One Tree Hill. This is the name of the surrounding area as well as the actual mountain itself. The path up the mountain can be steep, so it's better suited to confident walkers. The grounds are filled with archery, wildlife, trails and also eateries. There are so many open fields and barbecues, so it's the perfect place to pitch up and make a day of it. Whether you walk up the mountain or not, there's something for all. We headed through the trees and over to the creamery. If you can park near here, then your walk won't be as far. The creamery has tea, coffee, cakes and ice creams. We opted for the chocolate and mint cookie before heading up the mountain. The path we took was just after the gates on a very missable trail. It took us past a hollow tree which you can walk inside. This route isn't the easiest route to manoeuvre up, as the path isn't particularly stable. We did however manage to eat our ice creams as we completed it, with a great view of the top of the whole way. It was only once we were nearly at the top that we found the road which led you all the way up. So if you do want an easy route, then follow the road. Sir John Logan Campbell, a prominent landowner and community leader, died in 1912 and is buried on the tee-hee of One Tree Hill. The 21-metre obelisk, also on the tee-hee, was bequeathed by him as a memorial to the Maori people. On top of that, you also get to experience 360-degree views of Auckland. From here you can see across the city from the south to the north shore and also the CBD. It can be a tough climb on a hot day, but the views are definitely worth it.
Thirdly, we have Achilles Point. Achilles Point is an eastern headland on the east coast at the end of Tamaki Drive. You could include this in a coastal walk if you wanted to, as lots of people walk, run and bike along Tamaki Drive. The viewpoint itself is off the road, so it's not a huge attraction, but the views from here are amazing. These carvings represent ancestors who arrived over 600 years ago, and they're incredible to see. The viewpoint itself is a short walkway out to sea and directly towards Rangitoto Island. From here you can see all along the coast and even the CBD. You can make of this viewpoint what you wish, whether it's a short stop off or as part of a larger coastal walk.
Fourth on the list is Mount Eden. Mount Eden stands at 196 metres tall and is the highest volcano in Auckland. This is another one to try and park near to the top, but if you don't want too much of a hike. A large, well-preserved crater, 50 metres deep, is contained within the summit cone. The bowl-shaped crater is incredibly unique. You can walk the entire way around on the boardwalk path. There are a few different large boardwalk areas to stop off for an incredible view around the city. The volcano erupted around 15,000 years ago from 3 overlapping scoria cones. It formed a huge scoria mound with a central crater from the last eruption. From here you can enjoy 360-degree views of Auckland and the coast.
Last but certainly not least is Mount Victoria.
Mount Victoria is based in Devonport, which is the most southerly point of the North Shore. Its peninsula is surrounded by the ocean, but also looks out towards Rangitoto and the city. It's the highest volcano on the North Shore and is one of 2 mountains in Devonport. It's not too long of a walk to the top as it takes around 15 minutes. Takarunga is the original Maori name and means hill standing above. European settlers named the mountain after Queen Victoria, and it's been a public reserve since 1880. Used as a military position against a feared Russian invasion at the end of the 19th century, Mount Victoria has one of the last remaining disappearing guns in the world. The views across the city are absolutely stunning, and even more so for a sunset. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you very soon for the next one.